cannot be a true follower of Christ and be a Scorpio or any other type of zodiac. And every time you identify with one of those zodiac signs, you are speaking curses over your life that you don't even know. Zodiac signs are for people who do not want to wait on the Lord, so they settle for a shortcut. And they are a form of impatience, but they are disguised as spirituality. Zodiac signs and horoscopes are linked to astrology, and astrology is a form of fortune telling. And yes, it is true, God did make the stars, but He did not make them for you to trust them over Him. And I'm making this video because there are genuinely some people who want to know exactly how these things are demonic and how they can break free from these spirits. And when we go back to the basics and read our Bible, the Bible talks about both demons and angels. And in the spiritual world, angels and demons are actively at war. And those demons, which are also known as spirits, fight to drag people away from God. They know that God exists, and they know that God has the power to destroy them. But Satan, he always plots to twist the truth, just like he did in the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve. And yes, it is true. Demons do have power, but they have limited power. And their power is based on deception, manipulation, and most importantly, observation. They've studied our families. They know our patterns. They know what we suffer with. They also know what makes us weak. And they don't see your future, but they exploit your past and your present to manipulate your expectations. And because they're monitoring spirits, they also know the areas where you're insecure. And they know that you are worried about your relationship and your finances. And just like a scammer, they are going to give you an educated guess. And sometimes demons create the things that they predict. They may tell a psychic that someone is going to have a car crash. Then they orchestrate the distraction for that person to have a car crash. And since it happened, that person now thinks that is true. But it's half truth. When you open yourself to mediums, into psychics, into horoscopes, you are under demonic influence. And even when it feels helpful or positive, it's not the Holy Spirit. So when you say things like you're a Scorpio, you're controlling, you are agreeing with that demonic identity. And you are justifying the sin instead of crucifying the sin on the cross. So when you say things like, that's just my sign and it's no big deal, just know that you are speaking hell's label over heaven's creation.